And as you pointed out earlier, there needs to be a lot more trust around and a lot more trust in the environment, which is another aspect which I certainly want to pick up on again when we are joined in conversation, but certainly given us quite a bit to digest and to consider, and particularly what you shared with us now recently, Rob, and I think that speaks to a lot of the reform that so many commentators are speaking about, is that business friendly environment. But certainly appreciate your insights and your time.
I know we've got to close off, but look at it this way, right? And this is something that, I know a lot of very intelligent, bright South Africans understand. And I would like this to get to everybody who's listening as well. When the country pays out 97.3% of the revenue it's making to the people that hold its debt, you're in trouble, right? Because as you'll see from any article you care to Google, as recently as within the last year, certainly, maybe even sooner, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, I believe based in Europe and the US, gave South Africa another $4.3 billion for COVID-19 issues. But that came with a lot of instructions of how to spend that money. So what you've got is those that have lent you money telling you how you can spend it and what you must implement. And I'm not 100% sure that the IMF are the best people to tell us here in South Africa how the money needs to be spent. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
They can advise, but whether they, I don't know how many of them have even been it. Again, it's a conversation for another day, but there's issues that we can be aware of that's going on in government, and that just takes people Googling and reading and watching documentaries which are all over the internet to educate yourself on what's really happening here in terms of the revenue and where it goes. And then there's things that we can actually handle and do, and that is by putting in our own apprenticeships, looking after the community around us, training people properly, pressurizing the government and the SME departments to really look at the way that CCMA interacts with small businesses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot we can discuss another time. It's a never-ending topic.
Rob Green, founder of GRM, host of the podcast series Legal Unicorns, also co-founder of the Viking Soccer Program. Appreciate your insights, Rob, and I look forward to catching up in the not-too-distant future.
Thank you very much, Benito. It's a real pleasure to be on your platform and to talk to your listeners. But look, I'm here. I'm like everybody else. I care. And I really want to give back. I want to keep building towards a better future. And I think if we keep having these platforms where we can talk frankly about what's really going on, then we can work together and educate each other on ways of improving it.